Well, hello, everybody. I've been thinking a lot about the mental impact of dealing with a covert abuser. So much of the damage that's done is never visible to the outside world. It's all happening inside you, inside your heart, your mind, inside your body. Does your heart race? Are you having trouble sleeping at night? Are you feeling really nervous? And is it hard to concentrate in the course of the day? Are you getting sicker more often? So trauma has such a tremendous impact on the body. And it's not like we have physical wounds to show for it. But if we can take a look at the fight, flight, freeze, fawn trauma response of the nervous system, let's think about the impact that that has in so many areas of our life where your partner may say something that triggers a response in you without even thinking. You go right into your limbic brain, and before you know it, you've said something or done something that you'll later regret, where he may end up making you look like the problem. He may poke, provoke, prod you until he gets a response, and then you're going into that fight, flight, freeze mode, but you're not at your best, and that's what he captures, and that's what he plays back or shares with other people to make you look like the problem. If we're not centered and focused and in touch with our internal system, we're going to be more vulnerable to that kind of attack. It's a psychic attack, an attack on the mind, an attack on the body, an attack on the spirit. Oh, if it were only physical wounds we had to show for what we were going through, then we could pick up the phone and call the police and get some attention, get some protection, get some results. But when it's happening inside us, how do we get that same kind of protection? Well, we go inside ourselves and think, how can I adjust my mindset, my frame of mind, so that when something is happening that is poking, provoking, prodding, testing my boundaries, violating them, how can I take a measured approach to it, a measured response, pause, take a beat before responding, start to think, strategize. So yeah, fight, flight, freeze, fawn, but also figure it out. What is the next step? That's what we talk about here. So can we start to shift the way we look at our nervous system from the trauma response, fight, flight, freeze, fawn, and then hopefully, as we learn more, figure it out, to another way of viewing our nervous system, where we have maybe a way to look at it is wait, watch, plan, jump. Wait, watch, plan, jump. And we can learn from the world around us, from nature, from who we share a lot of our DNA with. Did you know, I just learned this today, that we share 90% of our DNA with the leopard, 90% of the DNA with the cat family. So we can learn a lot from them, the way they wait and watch and plan. And then when the moment is right, they're so still. When the moment is right, then they pounce, then they make their move. So there may be periods in your life when you're thinking, when you're planning, when you're researching, when you're figuring out what you want to do next, and it may look to the outside world like nothing is going on. And you may feel on some level like, oh gosh, I'm sort of stuck here, frozen in my trauma. But are you? Can you move above that to the thinking, planning, strategizing stage where you are choosing your moment to act? So even that moment of stillness, you are the leopard and you are waiting to pounce, to make your move when the time is right. So a lot of it is going to take place in your mind. Did you know that we share 60% of our DNA with the banana tree? What the heck? We are leopard and banana tree. But if we think about the tree kingdom, and they are still, they are rooted, and even on our feet and our intestines, they kind of look like that, the coil of that root that absorbs nutrients from the world around us. And the leaves blowing in the wind. And some people think that the leaves of the trees are the keepers of the Akashic records. There's a lot of wisdom in trees that are strong and rooted, and they go through cycles where they look like they're dead in the wintertime, and then the leaves and the blossoms come back in the summer. So that's why we talk a lot about immersing yourself in nature. What can we learn from the world around us? From oceans, we're 70% water. from the sun. We talk about neurons firing. There's fire within us, and these electrical impulses are what make our heart beat. So we can learn from all these elements in nature, and we can start to help to do the healing that we need to do in order to face the horror that we're surrounded with, starting first in our mind, in our heart, in our body, in our soul, in our spirit, so that we immerse ourselves in nature to learn how we can absorb the wisdom of the banana tree and the leopard, because we are both, while also being 70% water. Wow, what wisdom there is in nature around us. But it is a form of, I call it MMA, mental martial arts. When you are up against a covert abuser, they are consummate chess players, and they're very good at thinking several moves ahead, at thinking strategically how they're going to snooker you, how they're going to paint you into a corner and make you look like the problem. And if you're stuck in that trauma state, you're not going to be able to anticipate his next move or plan your next move. But if you can get centered, focused, balanced, learn from the tree, learn from the leopard, then you can start to plan and strategize. You can wait and watch and plan and then jump when the time is right.